All right, welcome back to the Liz Corner on 101 TKO Neighborhood, baby. It's Junnie BNJ. We are back in the building with another episode number 4, you guys. Episode number 4, and I have been having a deep dive with you guys, and I'm so excited that you guys are here to support your girl, and I'm happy that you guys are supporting other people that we have coming on the show. Now, you guys, last week we interviewed Royal Queens Poker and they were amazing. My sister Shell, of course, I have to shout her out, and Tasha came to discuss Royal Queens Poker. For everybody that likes poker, tap in every time they post. You can join. So I want to thank them for coming on to Junnie B, as told by MJ, and coming and showing us some love at the 101 TKO Radio family. Now, you guys, let's get into our topic, okay? But before I get into my topic, hold up. I have to get into the drink of the day. The drink of the day has to be, we're going to call it, let's call it Royal Queen. Cheers, you guys. Happy Monday to you guys. I hope you got your mind together, your heart together, and your soul together for another dope episode of Junnie BMJ. Cheers. Are you really asking for too much? Or are you just talking to the wrong people? Are you asking for too much? Or you're just talking to the wrong people? And that's a good question, because sometimes we actually feel discouraged. We feel alone. We feel like we are doing this by ourselves because we always ask the wrong people questions. And we always ask the wrong people for love and affection and friendship and guidance. So it's like, are we asking for too much? Are we asking the wrong people? That's my question for today, you guys. And I'm going to take a drink to that. I'm just thinking, because when I think about that, I'm thinking, like, you feel like you're asking for too much, for loving too hard, for dreaming too big, or wanting more in a relationship, in a friendship. And sometimes it feels like it's too much. And that's what happens when you set boundaries. And we talked about that, right? Period. Listen, I love that question, and I cannot wait to get into story time, because it has to be said. Somebody has to say it. And that somebody is going to be me. So, you guys, I want to tell you guys a story time on how I felt like I was asking for too much. And, we'll get into the rest. And then, I have to do your devil's advocate, because you may not be asking for too much. But I'll give you a story time. Oh my gosh, you guys. If you have a drink, take a drink. Because it's serious. So in my place of growth that I'm in right now, and we've talked about the things that I went through in my past with the podcast and stuff like that, I was actually dating. So we'll talk about the dating side of asking for too much and the business side. And I was dating, and real short story, but the guy that I was dating made me feel as if the simple things was too much. And he would make it seem like, oh, you want flowers, or you want this and that. Because he was love bombing, he already knew that it was too much for him, but it was never just too much. And he made me feel like it was too much, which is so crazy. But he would make it seem like, date night was too much. Speaking up was too much. Everything was an argument. That was too much. And I actually was dating him for like a year, which is crazy. And this is the process of learning myself and loving on myself. I was dating him and I'm like, am I asking for too much? Because the bare minimum really is not too much. Do I have to stop saying bare minimum because I'm really not asking for the bare minimum? I literally had to like have this battle with me and the person that I thought was me because I was loving him. And I'm looking in the mirror and I'm just like, this cannot be too much. This cannot be life. And we went on a date, you guys. And we sat on that date. And he brought me flowers, actually a lot of flowers to go to my age. At the time, it was a birthday gift. So he bought me, let's say, 28 roses. I'm not going to say the age because I feel like he probably watches my stuff. But so he probably got me, 28 roses for my birthday. And I'm like, anybody would feel like it's amazing. Oh my goodness, it's great. But it's your birthday. So, you're not going to get this ever again. And I had this crazy wake up call in the middle of the day because he just made it seem like you always asking for, so here you go, it's your birthday. As if I was asking for too much. And I just got up and just left. Keep the flowers. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take those flowers. And thank you for smacking me in the face with seeing that I'm not asking for too much. I'm just asking the wrong person. And when we date, sometimes we ask the wrong person all the time. We date the same person, just in a different body all the time. And so we wonder why it's like, I'm asking for too much. Or I'm asking for this, and guys don't want to do this. No, those type of guys do that. And it sucks. It really does suck. But it even hits harder when you have to do it with your friends. And when you have to do it with your business. When you ask people that you are close to, business-wise or friendship-wise, for boundaries, sometimes it feels like too much. And the real people that is willing to learn you like you are learning them will stay around to see, how it works. But there are some people that you've been close to and you're growing way more than where they're at right now, mentally and emotionally. And they may make you feel like it's too much. So yeah, you can't call me at 7 o'clock and say, hey, come on over at 8 o'clock, or let's do this at 8 o'clock, because I can't do that. Or you can't ask me to put my 2 feet forward to be there for you, and you cannot be there for me. Boundaries. Some people might look at it like it's too much, or when you speak up, it's too much, when there's a problem, and it's not too much. You're just asking the wrong people. And you're asking the wrong friends, and you're asking the wrong business partners, and you're asking the wrong relationships. It's okay to set those boundaries, and it's okay to say, in the sense, I'm not asking for too much. And it seems like that, but you're not. And the stories, they hurt and they suck because you're growing and you don't know how to battle growing and saying, this is something that bothers me, because you don't want to hurt somebody else's feelings, but hurt them. If you have to say what you have to say to get across to whoever and they don't like it, to each his own. But you at least got it out. Now, if you stay, that's on you. But with a job, a relationship, friendships especially, sisterhood, brotherhood, you have to say something. And if something bothers you or something's not right, you're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong people. Because there are people that actually care. There are people that listen. There are people that wholeheartedly listen, because some people don't listen. They just see what you say and build their own perspective on whatever. It's like, I didn't even say that, but if that's what you want to say, to each his own. You You just gotta be like, so be it. And the right people will listen to you and actually hear you. And I do have that issue a lot when it comes to, especially now, these growing pains, I guess that's what it is, the growing pains. More than anything, I used to not say anything and not even ask for even a conversation, a friendship, or anything. I just wouldn't even ask for a helping hand. But now, more so, I'm just like, I'm not asking, I'm more telling you that I can't do this. I can't allow you to put me in spaces where I no longer belong. I can't be around people that make me feel uncomfortable or make me feel a space of envy. I can't do that anymore. And so when I say that I can't, I'm not asking for too much. I'm just asking the wrong people. And the right people will understand it. They won't put you in those spaces where you're uncomfortable if they really want you there, you know? And you wouldn't be around uncomfortable people. I've grown to meet so many dope people. Actually, my outfit is from Plant Doctor, the plant apothecary. I always say that. I always get a tongue twisted. But my good sis outfit, and she is the mother to my first plant, Omar. And like her, and I've met, the Bud Bar. I've met so many dope people in this uncomfortable space of feeling like I was asking for too much. And I'm grateful because if you stay in a place where everybody feels like you're the problem, you can't stay there. Or you're gonna feel like it's me. And maybe it's not you. Maybe it's the people. Maybe it's the people you stay around they love you, but they don't want to see you get to a better place. Or when you set boundaries, it's uncomfortable. And that's not okay. And when it gets like that, you have to move to the left. We don't want that at all. I don't want that. Nobody wants that. So it's just like, you know? And a friend who couldn't support your growth or your passion or made you feel like it's too deep, you have too much ambition or you're too sensitive is not a friend for you if you are that person. If you feel like I've worked so hard to open up and be a better person, I worked so hard to be like, look, this bothers me, instead of just walking away and never talking to you again, and opening up saying these things like I've never opened up before and now I am, and they're making you feel uncomfortable, that's not the sister, the friend, or anything for you. You're not too sensitive. Things bother you, and that's okay. And if it is too much for friends, then you need to leave. And find people that actually love you. Make you feel like it's okay to be vulnerable. Make you feel like it's a safe space. I know I personally am tired of feeling like I have to mask. So it's like, I'm not masking anymore. I'm not masking. I'm actually saying how I feel in the moment, or maybe we need some time and after the moment. But I'm going to say how I feel. I'm not responsible for your reaction, but I'm responsible for how I feel. And I'm not going to provoke you, but I'm not sensitive. I'm not too sensitive. I'm actually just feeling what I feel in the moment. And some people don't do that. I didn't do it for a long time. Shoot, I hate crying. But it's okay to have the uncomfortable spot and be around people and let them show you that this is what sisterhood is, this is what friendship is, and this is what love is, And the same with a business partner or a client said your vision was unrealistic. Some people say it's not real. It's not going to make sense. You're not making money, so it don't make sense. And it's like, I understand. But what about the people that love what they do? It makes sense. And it's going to get there. It's going to get to the point where you're making mad money. You're like, oh my goodness, I used to have nothing. And now I got a whole lot of everything. But no, for real. Sometimes people make it seem like it's unrealistic. And it's not. Sometimes people will make you feel like, why are you doing this? Everything is not about money. It is a start to get money and get paid. But when you love what you love and love what you do, it's like you could do it for free and still be happy. Not to say that. Do what you have to do. But don't make it seem like it's not realistic if you don't have everything. You want to do a podcast, but you got your phone and a selfie light. Use it. Do it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that can stop you. It's not unrealistic. It just doesn't make sense to a lot of people. And it's up to you to support me or not. If I say I want to shave half my head bald and the other half I want to have a fro, and you say, you know what, that doesn't make sense. It don't. But then you see everybody on Vogue with this haircut. Now you love it, right? It's never going to make sense to people what you want to do, what you love to do. It may not even make sense to yourself. But the fact that you feel it when you go to sleep, you wake up, it's something in your heart that's like, I have to do this. In a good way. Like, I can't just sit here and work all the time. I have to talk to people. I have to enjoy people. I have to do something that, like you do music. I have to rap, sing, get it out. Any of those things. It just may not make sense to people. And that's okay. When I moved here, people told me that it just doesn't make sense. That you're moving without a plan. And you may have had a plan. Some people have plans. And it was unrealistic for me to move without a plan. But I did. And I would not believe that I'm still here. I'm still here. That's crazy. I am still here in Atlanta. I moved with no plan. I just knew that I just wanted to get up out of Atlanta. Out of New York, Albany. And, granted, COVID hit, that's a whole story. But it was so unrealistic. Like, I'm telling my mom, I'm about to go on this flight. Me and Magic about to fly on out. My job said that they would transfer me. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. I'll figure it out. No car, a suitcase, and hopes, and a dream. And it was so unrealistic to my mom and to some family members. Because why are you doing this? It's not up to you to understand it to the fullest. It's just up to you to support me. Ups and downs. It makes no sense why I'm doing it. But when I call you, I don't need you to beat my head up. I just need you just to hear me out, Hear me out. Hear my story. Hear what I have to say. Look, today was a crazy day. I don't want to hear you just need to move back home. No. Support my dreams. Support me like I support you. And the same support that you want from people, you have to make sure you give that back. You can't ask for it and you can't get it back. And that is different because, I'm not in a relationship because some of the things that I was asking for, I was not able to give. And I had to take time for myself to figure that out. So I don't make them feel like they're asking for too much. You have to take time. So if you ask for it, are you actually working on yourself to be able to even ask for those things? Some of the things that you may be asking for from someone, you don't even give. Some people want a real sister, real friendship. Are you really a real friend? Some people want a man in a relationship and marriage, but are you a wife? We have to look at these things and be, realistic to the things that we do. That's the devil's advocate right there because we have to look in the mirror. Are you ready for that? Can you see yourself doing that? Yeah, I want a millionaire. I do too. That'd be dope. But do I have a millionaire pocket? Let's be real, okay? The question. That's a good question. So I just I love to talk about these things. I love to get in. I love to get deep because we really don't talk about that. Now, on the devil's advocate way, since we're going on this route, what if timing wasn't right? What if you weren't clear on what you wanted? Ooh. Let me take a shot to that. Ooh. Another one is a good one. Are you emotionally mature in how we communicate our needs. Like, are you really assessing this the right way? Are you asking for it the right way? Are you just yelling at somebody and asking for things that you really just don't want? Are you asking for love from Love and Hip Hop or just a TV show you saw? Or are you asking love from really what's deep inside? Are you asking for a friendship and solitude and you really are a solid person? Or are you just asking because it looks good? Yeah. So it's like, am I asking the wrong person? That's the devil's advocate part. Am I? And it's really deep because I just have to think, like, sometimes I know I'm not perfect, but I do speak up now on things that no longer serve me, things that may bother me. I speak up. Some people say that everybody don't deserve you to speak up or say how you feel. And you're absolutely right. A lot of people do not deserve that. But there are people that need to hear it. And having discernment is real. Let's be real. You got to know when to shut up. But you do need to know when to speak up. You need to know when to say, this isn't okay. I'm following the same patterns with you. You my sis. I love you. But we on two different patterns. We on two different wavelengths. You my man. You're a good guy for somebody else. But it doesn't serve me anymore. You know? Maybe you could do a podcast. If you have a podcast and you're doing it with people that are negative, yeah, I gotta go. This is just a one-man show. All these things, you have to just speak up for yourself and understand how you communicating that, because I know I used to be mean. I'm still mean a little bit, and I don't care. But I do speak up when things bother me and no longer serve me. Now, if you don't want to hear it or you want to have your own perspective, or you want to make up whatever, that's on you. It has nothing to do with me. But at least I spoke up for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't lose me trying to be there for you, love on you, be your best friend, be your sister, be mother. I can't do that all the time. I can't, respectfully. And so when I'm in a place where I'm like, look, sis, I can't do it today. I'm just in a bad place today. I don't need a tit for tat. You know my man. And even if you was my man, I don't need a tit for tat from you either. Today's just not a day. I don't want to talk today. You know? I don't have it in me. And when you are a strong person, a lot of people look at you like, what you mean you don't got it in you? You're the person that's strong all the time. What do you mean? You mean you tired. What? What do you mean you don't have time? I don't have time. Right now I need time for me. I don't have time to be there for you right now. Sounds crazy, but it's true. Especially to my strong people that are actually trying to figure out life, trying to build their brand, trying to start something new. Maybe you used to model and now you want to be a photographer. You're doing everything different. Sometimes you need a mental break. And during that break is when everybody's going to need you the most. But it's like asking for time and a breather. Look, maybe I'm tripping right now. I just need a moment to myself. You're not asking for too much. I need a second. I've been having a rough couple of weeks. I just need a minute. You're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong people. And nobody should ever make you feel bad for how you feel. It's up to them to determine if they want to be around or not as well. You don't have to be around, but at least I spoke up, you spoke up, and we figured it out. And if not, we just don't figure it out together. That's fine. Go about your way. And I'll go about mine. Take it over there, and I'm going to stay over here with what I have to do and what I have to handle. Now, more than anything, it's crazy. More than anything, now, I'm actually feeling like more Maya than MJ. MJ was like she is like your yes man. Yeah, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And now Maya's stepping forward and she's like, look, girl, we can't do this today. Nope. You can't mask and be around people you don't even like and don't like you. As much as they support you, they don't like you. That's a whole nother conversation. Because a lot of people think that just because they talk highly of you, their heart is definitely ugly and it's envious like a mug. And some people don't see it and they don't understand why you don't want to be around that person. They talk about you all the time. They love you because they really envy me. And they don't understand that. So that's a whole other conversation, you know? And a conversation you just have to have. But when you have that, you know, I can't mask anymore. I don't want to do that. That's Maya. And she's more mean. So people might say, oh, well, I thought you just didn't want to work with this person. Or I thought you this and thought that. You thought a whole bunch instead of what I actually told you. And that's okay. I need you around me. I need people around me that understand what I'm saying. I don't need people around me with the, I thought you didn't want this. I thought, well, maybe this person was here, so I just didn't tell you. And that they take it to a whole nother level. And that's okay. Because you know MJ. You don't know Maya. See, I know how to sit in a place. I don't want to be around people that make me uncomfortable. But I don't want to be after open up to people about things. Put in a place where it's like, oh, I can't actually do anything because this person's always here or something like that. And it's not that. It's just, I'm not going to be there every time. But if you know it's something that, you know, you're going to want my support and you might beat me up for not being there, don't make me feel bad for saying, I don't want to be around this person. If you invite me to a birthday party and somebody's there that I just don't rock with, people make it seem like you about to beat them up. Which, I mean, I don't mind putting hands on people, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. I just stand on business. Now, if we had a party and it's your birthday, we're going to keep it cute. But people automatically think you're about to jump, and it's not that. It's not. We love our people, okay? I live for you guys, and I love you guys so much because you guys are tuning in with me. And so, before I leave, I have to give you some closing gems. And I want to let you know that you're not asking for too much. You're asking someone who doesn't value what you bring. Okay? You're not asking for too much. You're asking someone who don't even value what you bring. That's one gem. Number 2, whether it's love, business, or friendships, your people will always get you. That's it. The right one will always get you. And that's all it is. That's it. That's all. That's your gems from Junnie BJ. Okay? Junnie B and J. I'm so excited to actually be doing this, you guys. I'm actually on episode number 4. And it's so awkward for me to sit in front of the camera by myself and have these conversations. It takes me an hour to get myself together, the things that you guys don't see. It's easy to have someone here that I can talk to, but when it's just me, it's super hard, and I'm so grateful that you guys are tuning in, you're listening to me. I'm trying to be as clear as possible, make sure I say things as clear as possible, and make sure you guys can hear me on the radio, hear me on iHeart, hear me on Spotify, see me on YouTube, and tap in with me clearly. And I'm so grateful. Oh, yes, another successful episode, you guys. And let's keep it real. The realest corner on 101 TKO Radio. Junnie BMJ. Tune in to your girls. Like, share, subscribe. Drop some questions. Ask me anything. Give me a topic and a drop in the DMs. Anything, and we'll talk about it and we'll dive in into all of those things. I appreciate you guys. Every single Monday we are right here, 7 p.m. baby, 7 p.m. on 101 TKO Radio. And be out, y'all. Peace.